Justin Newhook joining me. Welcome to Power Slap and slap fighting in general. How excited are you to take on a new venture and get up there and show how you can open hand slap somebody?
Well, thanks for having me for one. Honestly, I've my friend earlier this week called me the king of side quests. I don't live in a world of what ifs. If you want to put something in front of me, and if it sounds fun, then I'm going to do it. So the second that I was reached out to for this, there was no hesitation. Why not?
For sure. Well, what sounds fun about Power Slap to you?
Just the competition and the fact that like it's like when it first came out, I didn't know what to think about it. I think just like with any when UFC first came out, like nobody really knew how to look at it or how to view it. So when this came out, I generally didn't really pay attention to it at first because I just didn't know how it was going to become about. And then when I came down for the combine and seen the professionalism and the safety aspect of it and how they take it very seriously, I was signed right there. I said, yeah, I wanted to come back right away.
Love it, man. I love that mentality. The Newfoundland Nightmare. Is that nickname going to carry over?
Absolutely. I just got texted yesterday about it. They asked me how they wanted it. Did they want it to be Justin Newfoundland Nightmare Newhook? And I was like, no. It's the Newfoundland Nightmare Justin Newhook. I don't know how they're going to announce it. I don't know if they, when you make your way in, do they announce where you're from. But if they do, I got a big spiel the way I do for wrestling, and I'll do it the exact same way there.
Awesome, man. I mean, talk to me about your background and what kind of led you up into this point.
Well, I am from Cornerbrook, Newfoundland, and I left there. I worked in the trades for years, worked in Fort McMurray, worked anywhere I could make money, actually, when I was younger, and then I joined the Navy in 2009. I was in the Navy for 10 years, did deployments, traveled the world, got to see different cultures, be a part of different cultures, experience that side of the world, and that's where it really opened up my eye for adventure. So then when I left, when I came home from deployment while I was still in the Navy, I found out about wrestling training. Like, I knew about wrestling my entire life, loved it, did not want to do, like, didn't think I'd ever have a chance to get in a ring. And the second I got in the ring, took a bump, and was like, oh, this is addicting. And then got into that for 10 years, and I've been doing that for 11 years now, and that's led me to this.
Awesome, man. You seem like a guy who does potentially do some death matches and some crazy stuff. You were in the Navy too. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, death matches. I've done a few hardcore stuff, not death matches, but not that I'm opposed to it. Just the opportunities never really came up. I've been light tubes, ladders, tables. I'll send you a picture later of me jumping off of like a 15-foot ladder, putting somebody else to a table. Like it's, yeah, it's the same thing with the Navy. It was just, I don't know, living adventure, adrenaline.
For sure. Do you think, is there anything that could happen on that Power Slap stage that you think you haven't experienced before?
Nah. If you know me, I've been hit. I'm not a fighter. I've been in a handful of fights in my life. I've been in a lot of altercations that have been shut down. But I've been hit a bunch of my life in outside the ring. You know what I mean? I've pissed people off my entire life. So
bring that same energy over here, man.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. It's going to happen. I'm not here to make friends. I make friends very fucking easily. I'm from Newfoundland. That's what we do. You come to Newfoundland, we treat you like your blood, and I'll be friends with everybody. I don't know if you've seen when I was down there. I was talking with everybody when I was down there. Mm-hmm. But across that podium, you're just a name on a contract.
Absolutely. In terms of quote unquote the office, which you're very familiar with, now having no impact on the outcome of the match, does that excite you?
To not know what's going to happen?
Well, I'm just saying you control your own destiny now, not the script.
Yeah, no, it's very true. It's a new venture for me that it's an unknown that I'm very excited for. I I'm not a, what's the word? I'm not afraid of being in front of a lot of people. That's not new to me. That is, I can put that behind me. But to be able to stand across from somebody and open hands, send my hand in with everything I've got, and it's going to come back at me, and I'm going to accept it with a smile. So it's not, there's nothing that I'm worried about. It's just that I haven't experienced it yet. So
For sure. Ezekiel Taylor, the name that was on that contract that you signed.
yep.
What do you know about him?
Not a lot. We didn't really interact a lot at the combine. We did see each other a little bit. The big, I'm gonna say it. I messaged him when I seen his name on the contract. I messaged him on Instagram. I said, "Hey man, looking forward to it." And he's like, "Oh man, you're gonna be on the show?" Yeah, absolutely. And he goes, "Oh, who you facing?" And I was like, "Did you check your email?" And he goes, "No." And he goes, "Oh shit!" And then we laughed at it for a second, and that's the most we've interacted. But yeah, he's super excited. I'm super excited, but I had to tell him like, "Hey, sign the contract, man."
You're funny. For the moment that you got that contract, obviously there's a sense of validity. I mean, I'm sure you probably knew Sin Bodhi. But then when you actually put the contract in front of you, real money on the line, I'm sure this got real for you. Was it a sense of gratitude that everything you worked for is giving you this next step? And what are you going to do to make the most of that next opportunity that's in front of you?
It absolutely was that when the contract got sent to me, it was an absolute moment of sat down before I signed it, and very grateful that everything that's happened in my life has brought me to this opportunity. And it's like, it's always like, I don't live in a world of regret. Certain things, obviously, you wish you could do over, do better. But if I didn't join the Navy and meet my friend that got me to wrestling training, and then met all the people that I met through wrestling, that met me, or that introduced me to Sin Bodhi, that got all these opportunities, none of that would have happened, so I don't regret anything. And it's just a whirlwind of experience when you open up that contract. And like, I'm a small town guy. I come from a town of like 20,000 people, and that includes all the communities around the town too. So it's, everybody kind of knows your business without even knowing you, and that's not a bad thing. I'm not complaining about that, but now it's, I'm going to be standing on the stage in front of millions of people, and you're like, how do you go from there to there? And then he takes this trip through your mind of your entire life, and you're like, well, gratitude is the only thing I can really say. A lot of people get in here and they want to act tough, and they want to be all loud and throw their emotions around and that's fine. If that's how they feel they got to be on the stage, that's perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. I am a grown man, and I know when I need to do things that I need to do, and I'm very looking forward to it.
Awesome, man. I mean, if Ezekiel Taylor is watching this interview, what do you want to say to him?
That is a very good question. I was waiting for it to be face-to-face and media, but we're both pro wrestlers, and we're going to throw the promos down very hard. People are going to think, is it real? Is it not? Are they faking it? No, we're not. He's a Samoan. He is a tough motherfucker. I don't care what he's been through. I've been through enough as well. I can harness all my anger. And to me, he's just a name on a contract. There is no emotion towards him.
Awesome, man. Give me 5 words that describe a Newfoundlander.
Five words that describe a Newfoundlander. Hilarious, hardworking, loyal, hilarious,
Alcohol
and
driven?
just alcohol driven. Not anymore. Not anymore myself. I like to have a good beverage every now and again, but definitely not. I like to smoke. I like to indulge in the jazz cabbage a lot more than anything else because that stuff gets me into a better state of mind. Oh,
Absolutely.
hilarious as well. That was the other word because we are fucking hilarious people.
What I was going to say is, for someone who's never seen you perform before, what can they expect up there on stage?
Well, I haven't been on a stage in front of a crowd like that before, but if I'm going to bring the same energy that I do in the wrestling ring, it's going to be crowd engagement. They are going to know that I am there for their entertainment. I'm there to put money in my pocket. That's the number one concern. But I'm not going to leave them feeling like they were robbed of their money. Once again, I'm not going to go up and create this facade of a person. I'm not going to create this fake image and act like a who I'm not. But the one thing that I can bring from wrestling into this is crowd engagement and make people really feel what I say.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you taking the time, getting to know you a little bit more, getting into your Canadian heritage. Much of you know or not, but I grew up in Ontario. I live out in Vancouver right now.
Yeah, man.
So, got to represent for the country. There's
Absolutely.
more and more Canadians coming into the sport of power slap, and hopefully we see a champion here real soon.
All right, brother.